Michael Worcester. This is my persuasive speech. Imagine our current world without MySpace, Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Instant Messenger, Skype, and FaceTime. I can go on and on. My point is our form of communication has changed over the past few decades. Once upon a time, friendships were developed, nurtured, and sustained via face-to-face interaction, telephone conversations, and written letters that took days to receive via the postal system, or even going back further, by telegram. Now we rely heavily on a variety of cellular phones, computers, and tablets connected to the information superhighway. An article titled 7 Myths About Social Media on psychologytoday.com states that humans are social animals. The need to connect is a primal drive. Even our most basic needs, such as food and safety, have always been accomplished by humans as a group. In my generation, we have witnessed a complete change in how friends can communicate with one another. No longer are we limited to friends that we have physically met in person. We now also have friends that exist only in a virtual world. So the question is, does the advancement in technology strengthen or weaken friendships? On the positive side, new media allows us to maintain long-distance friendships as well as locate and reconnect with friends from the past, such as classmates, neighbors, and coworkers. It allows for information to be provided simultaneously to many people at once, as opposed to contacting each person individually to provide them with the information. There are two different methods of communication through new media. The first being synchronous media, which requires that both persons are available at the same time for the communication to occur. Examples of synchronous media are telephone, instant messenger, and face-to-face video interactions like that of FaceTime and Skype. The second method of communication with new media is asynchronous media, which allows for us in our busy lives the flexibility to initiate the communication at our convenience and the recipient to receive the communication at theirs. With the advancement in new media, it has been made possible to network with those who have common interests, eliminating some of those barriers you would have encountered in the past. New media allows for self-expression and can boost confidence for those who suffer from introverted tendencies. With the freedoms of new media, those with introverted tendencies are able to communicate openly with others and as a result make new friends. Dating sites have also become extremely popular and have been successful in many instances in developing friendships and later romantic relationships. New media can also be viewed negatively in the communication arena. First and foremost, some may not be able to distinguish the difference between a meaningful friendship and a casual acquaintance, or a person may view the friendship differently than the other individual in the relationship. New media can negatively impact people that are introverted or tend to be reclusive by providing a medium in which they can successfully avoid the real world. New media as a means to communicate with those we care about can interfere with the personal quality more than other forms of communication. Social media venues such as Facebook and Twitter amplify the negative behaviors such as self-centeredness, attention-seeking, bullying, and bait booking. These result in a tendency to condense information down to the bare minimum to get a message across. Furthermore, it facilitates the fast-paced nature of our world, resulting in skimming information rather than reading it, and so much data being relayed in the social media networks. Most don't spend any time exploring communication to a greater depth. With so much information being communicated, it is possible to even end up missing important information in the process. Probably the most importantly, new media has allowed for oversharing and a loss of privacy, which can certainly damage any relationship. Friendships have the need for privacy when the communication between friends is of a sensitive nature. According to socialnetworking.procon.org, the increased use of new media to maintain friendships have been effective in doing so, however has negatively impacted their friendship offline. It also facilitates the potential for isolation, especially for individuals that find face-to-face interaction to be uncomfortable or stressful. New media at times can result in mixed messages. What I mean by this is written communication may have been intended in one manner but perceived differently than intended. It lacks expression and nonverbal communication traits that normally would complete the interaction. This can result in conflict and stress in the friendship. New media can create feelings of inadequacy. According to the January 2011 issue of Personality and Social Psychology Bulletin, in a study of college students, it was found that they consistently underestimate how dejected others were and ended up feeling more dejected as a result. Some communications really should have a personal approach taken. For example, one should not learn of the loss of a loved one via a public social media post or blog. Similar to Joseph B. Walther's social information processing theory, which believes that computer-mediated communication can foster positive relationships, I believe that media availability of today is a positive thing overall. My wife and I relocated 5 years ago after living our entire lives in South Florida. This relocation was difficult as we were leaving everything we knew behind, friends and family. With the advances in the media arena, we have only been able to maintain these long-standing relationships, but we also were able to build new friendships through friends of our friends. We are not missing the important events at the same degree as we would without the media making ongoing communication possible. We are not losing our friends due to lack of communication, and we are able to enjoy the photos that our friends take to capture the important moments in their lives, like seeing the new baby that was just born or the new car they just purchased. We have both reconnected with lost friends via media, and even learned more about ourselves and our friends through the ongoing communication we have with them. Neither of us have experienced any of the negative aspects of new media, and feel that when used responsibly, it is a positive experience. In conclusion, new media has boomed and people have become entangled in the ability to instantly communicate with the outside world. It has both advantages and drawbacks, but overall the pros outweigh the cons. According to a study by Pew Research Center's Internet and American Life Project tracking surveys, between 2005 and 2013, the number of adults using new media, namely social networking sites, has steadily increased since 2005. The media is not a fad, and it is here to stay. Everyone should determine how they can continue to experience positive outcomes from its use. Thank you.